Today I'm here to talk about some new skincare patches that I received. These are from a company called Depology, and they're called their Deepcare Serum-Infused Micro Dart Patches. And I think they're really interesting. And the reason that I'm interested in is they have a couple of different things going on that appeal to me. Now the first is they're an eye patch that you wear. Actually, you wear these overnight. And anything that, for me, that's looking at hydrating and improving the area around my eyes, I'm thrilled about, because this is where I'm starting to see all those fine lines and wrinkles, which happens when you get to my age. So anything that's going to help give a little extra attention, I'm totally on board with. The second thing I like about this is it's sort of using the similar sort of idea of other patches that I have used in the past, like the medical grade silicone patches. So when you put these on your skin, and this could even be something as simple as medical tape, it's cutting off the oxygen that gets to your skin. So that requires your body to do a bit more work. So it has to draw moisture to the surface of the skin, and that's helping to build collagen and also plump the skin. And the last component of this, which is super interesting, is the micro dart technology. So it's kind of like microneedling, but maybe a little bit better. So instead of using a traditional microneedling tool that requires some pretty intense sterilization, these disposable little pads contain 1,000 little micro darts that they will puncture the skin that deliver 30 milligrams of their serum per patch. And then they dissolve. So let's see how they work. So let me start off by saying this is not a sponsored video, although I was gifted the product. But like anything on this channel, I give you my honest opinions. I'm not under any obligation to post or to make a video about it. But generally, if I've talked to a brand and I'm going to try something out, I tend to share it with you. So whether it's good or it's bad. But this was a product I was particularly interested in. I'd heard about it, so I was really excited when the brand reached out and said, hey, do you mind if we send this to you? Do you want to have a look? Yay. So what they sent me was a couple of their boxes, and each one of these boxes contains 4 sets of eye patches. That means 4 different uses. And they have a lot of really good ingredients in their serums, like stuff that's really good for the skin. So the first is hyaluronic acid. Everybody knows that's all about water retention and keeping our skin hydrated. It also contains argireline. And what this is people are saying it's like a mini Botox. It's there to help soften dynamic wrinkles. And sorry guys, that's the name of the game for me at the moment. If we could soften these wrinkles a little bit, then we're really onto something. They have amino acids to promote collagen stimulation as well as plumping out the skin. And it also contains trehalose, which are water binding properties to, again, help hydrate the skin. So essentially this is like hydration city going on, which absolutely appeals to me. So let's just see how the whole thing works. So a couple of things to note. For one, they're really thin and they're really easy to wear. So the silicone patches I find, particularly the ones on my face, they're quite thick. Now that means that they tend to last a long time and they're quite durable. But when you're sleeping on your face, when you have these silicone patches on different parts of your body, you can feel a little restricted at night. I feel it anyway. Even though I do continue to use them, I just use them sparingly and I don't use them all at one time. The second thing I want to note is they are actually painless to use. And on all honesty, it's the only reason I haven't looked at microneedling at all yet, even though I know that it delivers incredibly good results, is I'm a big fat chicken. Although that's going to change, and I'm going to be doing some experimentation very, very soon. But I was even chicken to use these at first, and in fact, I've had these here with me for more than a month, and it's just taken me a little while to get the courage, I'm not going to lie. But they were totally painless to put on. So that's something worth noting. If you're concerned about the microdots, you don't even feel it. It's like it's so minor that they're very easy, very comfortable, not a bother. Okay, so very quickly before we get to the application and all that sort of stuff, let's look at pricing. These are not an insignificant spend. So for one box that contains 4 usages, it costs $66. Now, economies of scale, of course, go up as you increase the quantities. So a set of 12 of them is $92, and a set of 16 is $116. So the more you buy, the better the value, but they are not an insignificant spend. So that's something to be mindful of. So the application, super simple. So you open up the packet, and inside of it, which was really reassuring, by the way, is a little plastic container that holds them in place. So that means they're kept protected and nothing's rubbing up against them. So simple application, you kind of peel it off the back and you place it into the area. And then when both of these are in place, then you sort of push down on it. That's what's going to activate the darts, releasing the serum that goes into your skin. So super easy. It took 30 seconds to put these things on. You press them in and you don't really feel them. Now you do want them to be kind of close enough to your eye so that you're getting all of that area under there. So I slept in those. I put them on at like 11:30 at night, like right as I was getting into bed. And I was pleased to say, again, it was super comfortable through the night. I didn't even notice they were on. In fact, when I woke up, I was about to go hop in the shower and went, oh, I forgot I have those on. So now we're going to just look at the removal. I'd say the key thing for taking this off, as with any of the silicone patches at all, is to hold your skin taut, because otherwise you're really yanking at your skin. That is the last thing I'd like to do, particularly around the eye area, but anywhere on my face. I don't want to pull or drag or create any more wrinkles. So I hold my skin taut and I pull it off quite slowly. Came off with no problem. I was hoping to show you what the little darts look like, but they're so incredibly tiny that we couldn't capture that, so sorry. Okay, so now looking at these side by side. Obviously the left was last night before I put them on, and the right is this morning. Now, it's funny because when we were looking at these photos just today, you know, I was looking at the area under my eyes to see if there was any significant difference, and you know, there really isn't. But I don't have eye bags. If I had eye bags, I might be wondering if this product would work for me, and I think it probably would. Actually, I think it definitely would. But it was actually Gary who pointed it out. He's like, look at your wrinkles, which no woman wants to hear, but whatever. And that's where I started to see the big difference, which is ironic because I realized I actually put them on the wrong way. So I think I'm now wearing all eye patches the wrong way. I always thought it went big to small, but I think it's supposed to go small to big. So even having done that incorrectly, gosh, I just learned something today, and believe me, I've been using eye patches a long time, I saw a very significant, I think a very significant reduction in those wrinkles. So yay. I like this product. And it's funny because at first I was like, I really wished I'd put them some on my smile lines, because that's quite pronounced to me. And I think I'm still going to use some of these because I was lucky enough to get 2 boxes. And I'm going to try that here on the marionette lines because those are becoming more pronounced too. But I'm telling you guys, from these images, the results were there and I was thrilled. Now, it's not going to be long term. None of these kind of patches tend to be. But with prolonged use, they should be better. Now, the other thing as I found as I was all over their website is I saw somebody kind of buried in there, some customer testimonial had a little one that went right here. So I just saw the patch that went right here, and I have those little frown lines and thinking, I don't see them on their website to purchase right now, but I hope they come out with those because those I would buy. So I was lucky enough to get a couple of other products from these guys as well in the same package. And I got these black caviar collagen eye masks. They're hydrogel masks. These are temporary ones you just wear for 10 or 15 minutes. And I've already given these a go. Now I actually have been keeping these in my fridge, my little mini fridge where I keep some of the stuff I like to keep cold. And they are so refreshing. Such a lovely, relaxing experience. So I use these a couple of times just for 10 or 15 minutes, and it just gives you a little hydration boost. So I really, really like those. And they also gave me some of their Matrixyl 3000 serum, which I'm definitely going to give a try. As soon as I finish up the one I'm on now, made with great ingredients for the skin. And all of their ingredients are skin loving. I didn't see any baddies in here. So this is stuff that's really all designed even for sensitive skin. And I actually can't wait to give this a go. So I think these two in conjunction with each other, because you're supposed to put a serum on and let it dry before you go in with this guy, these two together might be a match made in heaven. So there you go. I like it. Thank you, Depology, for sending these to me because I like them. I'm going to keep using them, and I'm very likely going to repurchase them. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and let me know if you've tried these. And if you have, put your comments down below. It's really innovative, it's really different, and I really like them. Thanks for joining today, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.